So I finished my dinner. I go to get my little snack and they're all gone. My son and my wife destroyed the last 2 bars today at the pool. So I had to run out, get me the old s'mores, which is my favorite one, and lemon. Honestly, I like them both. They're my 2 favorites. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video, guys, is the men that are coming on board right now, there's a common theme. They've put themselves last on the totem pole between paying for things for their children, whether it's competitive dance or ballerina or hockey or sports. We have a way of prioritizing our children, which is super important, right? It's just a natural inclination for us to do. But the challenge is, when we do that, we do a disservice in the long run to ourselves, because we're not putting ourselves in a position to be their hero, to be their lead. We're just a servant, right? We're paying for things while we're putting ourselves last, which allows them to excel in the short term, but in the long term, they don't have that good role model. They don't have that good example. They don't have that good memory of my dad, who was thriving, right? Who was pushing forward. And the switch that I want to challenge you guys with mentally is this. If you can bite the bullet in a short period of time, go out there and not only figure what to do, how to do it, and why to do it, and then implement those things into your life as it pertains to health and fitness, you will find that you will get ahead in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. It starts to compound. And when you compound and you're also finding a way to take care of the children financially for the things that they need and the sports that they want to play, what happens is you elevate your vibration. So if you're struggling with money financially because everybody's grabbing at the pocket, I'm telling you guys, as you get better physically, mentally, spiritually, the opportunities come to you to make more money. You will find that your job will come to you and look to advance you because you're in better physical shape, because you've raised the bar in your own life. And those opportunities don't present themselves to you when you live in this place of a lower vibration and just serving the people around you. If you're not serving yourself, the people that have the ability to advance you in your life, in your career, in your passions, aren't going to pick you or aren't going to think of you, because you're not thriving. You're just serving. You're going through the motion every day of work, sleep, repeat. Work, sleep, repeat. Cut the check every week and run the kids around, or have the wife run the kids around. But the men, including myself, that decided to say, hey, I've got to put myself as a priority, right? I got to put a mask on me before I can save the other people. You raise yourself up so much that society, the world, and the universe, whatever you want to relate to, finds a way to reward you. Because why? Because you are now more valuable to the world. You're now more valuable to the workplace. You're now more valuable to your children. And it's really hard to see that when you're in the trenches. So I tell guys, we're going to focus on you because you deserve it and your family deserves the best you. But right now you can't see it, so we've got to get you to believe it. And that can happen in 2 weeks for some people, 3 weeks for some people. It happens quickly as you start to step up and show up for yourself. What ends up happening is you start now believing, because you're doing the things that you said you were going to do finally. And man, when your body starts to change and your face starts leaning out and your energy is raising and you're getting up early and you're coming home happier, right? You still have the duty to provide for the family, but just the way that it works, you have to trust me that some way, somehow, you will find that the world will reward you. The world will advance you when you put yourself first. And so that's the goal. So many guys, I've brought on 10 clients over the last 4 or 5 days, and I would say 70% of these men have not felt good in over a decade about themselves. It just breaks my heart, because I remember being there. I wasn't there for 10 years, but 10 years, 15 years, it's a long time, right? And when you say why, it's not because they're selfish people. It's literally because they didn't have the tools or the knowledge to be able to know how to prioritize themselves. So the gift, when they say, I'm gonna do this, man, it's like, dude, I'm gonna make sure that this is the single greatest investment you made this year, and it will pay dividends for many more years. Not just to you, but to your family, your employer, your employees, your wife, all of it, dude. It's that important. And so I just wanted to share that, because anybody that's watching this, man, if you've put yourself last on that pole in life and you've become the servant leader to your family like most of us have, you've got to take this short period of time where you put yourself first and you find a way to get a routine and a habit and a discipline that serves you. Because when you serve you, what's going to happen is the better part of you is going to come out. You're going to see more of your heart. You're going to see more of your empathy. You're going to see more of your giving side, because now you feel better inside. You're not just going through the routine and working from a place of love of, I love them, so I have to do this. Of course you love them. Of course you want to give them the best. That's the whole point. But why not also show them that you're willing and you deserve the best yourself? When you set that example, then they start growing up going, well, I deserve the best too. And my dad did it for him, and he did it for me. Even though he didn't have boatloads of money, and he hadn't, been sitting on piles of cash his whole life, the man got up every day and found a way to win, found a routine that worked, and he served himself, and therefore he was able to serve us. And so when the child is in trouble and the child doesn't know what to do, it's not, well, son, this is just the way life is, because that's kind of the card that has been dealt. But you say, hey man, we don't give up here. This is when the work begins. You don't have problems, you just have work to do. And that's the greatest way of saying it. Everybody has problems, but if you switch that to, I don't have problems, I just have work to do, then it becomes fun.